I want to cut right to the unfortunate reason why you're having to do this work. Can you tell us about Sammy and what happened?
Sure. So Sammy was a vibrant 16-year-old football player, determined to be the world's first trillionaire. He was mining Bitcoin in his closet, unbeknownst to us, and just a bright young child. And during lockdown, like so many, he was online for too long and exposed to too much social media. And a drug dealer reached out to him with a colorful drug menu with emojis and slang, and offered him something for free because it was laced with fentanyl. And if the fentanyl doesn't kill the child, it addicts them. And fentanyl is 100 times as powerful as heroin and can addict someone for life. He said yes to the offer. At the bottom of the menu, it said, "Mr. Dan 248, I deliver." And a lethal dose of fentanyl was delivered to our front yard after we were asleep in the form of a counterfeit pill. We found him dead on the floor the next day. We tried to resuscitate him and failed, and the EMTs came and tried to bring him back, and they failed. We asked the police, let's reach out to Snapchat and find out, what's on this profile.
Understandably.
And who this person is, and let's bring them in. And they said that they wouldn't even call Snapchat or reach out because they don't help. Snap Inc., we found out later on because of a lawsuit we're part of, has been letting the drug dealers know when law enforcement would inquire about their platform. So they were basically collaborating with the drug dealers in what winds up being a poisoning and killing children every day on their platform. We went public with it. My wife's an Oprah person, and she put a warning on her Instagram, and we wound up going on the nightly news with Kate Snow the next night and on all the local channels. And the police finally showed up at our house to do what they should have done to begin with, which is collect evidence and treat this not like an overdose, but like a poisoning, like the murder that it was. And the Santa Monica police say they learned on the case fentanyl so prevalent that they have to treat every so-called overdose situation as if it's a murder so that they don't miss things like collecting evidence and going after the dealer for a more serious crime, which is a drug-related death.
It's infuriating. I have been on emails you've copied me on directly to Evan Spiegel, the CEO of Snap, and a dad, and I am floored at their lack of accountability and the lack of ownership that they could take to prevent one more child from dying because of their platform. Will you speak to some of the things that most people would be shocked to know?
Well, there is such a thing as third-party safety software like Bark, and this software, according to the FBI, has stopped 17 school shootings and protects children online, allowing parents to parent again online, giving us a warning every time something dangerous or illegal happens on our children's devices. I asked Evan Spiegel, after our son died, to integrate Snapchat with third-party safety software, and he declined in the name of what he calls data privacy. The story behind that is they scrape our children's data, and they use it to sell to advertisers for targeted advertising.
Yep.
They also use it to addict our children to the platform and give them feeds that have adult content that is not really suitable for children in the name of just getting as much engagement as possible.
Right.
This whole thing is a racket because Snapchat, for instance, Snap Inc., has never earned any money. The only income they've ever reported is from the money that Wall Street gave them.
Right.
So they have to report the number of users and user engagement to Wall Street every quarter. And if that number goes down, their stock price gets whacked. And so that's the game.